Hello, hello, welcome everyone to the next video. As it is Friday and we're gonna enter the weekend break, I would like you guys to tell me whenever you would like me to continue making Ureshino videos in the next week, or would you like me to maybe try a different opening? Please tell me what is your desire. Alright, so back to the topic. Today we're gonna talk about a situation where the enemy will refuse to move their rook back. If we do things naturally like before, you will see that we kinda have trouble pushing those pawns, making space for our silver, because the rook will take it. Yeah, so we need to know what to do in this case. Normally we could consider castling and waiting a little bit, but you will see that this guy over here, the bishop, won't be able to be activated in the normal way. So we have to find a way to activate it. And this particular tactic will be inspired by Yoko Fudori's Rook 8-5 strategy. You will see in a moment. First we will move the king off the center, they will develop naturally, and here we actually will allow them to take this pawn. The author is saying that sometimes the fact that we don't have a pawn will enable our counter attacks on that file, and de facto losing one pawn in the opening is still equal game. He says that perhaps losing two is too much, but losing one is acceptable. So let's see how it develops. The silver will go up, the rook will go back, and here we're gonna push this pawn. And we just said 2 pawns is too much, so you could consider taking it, right? But if you look carefully, the rook will be captured on the next move, yeah? The silver will surround it and capture, so they actually cannot take that pawn. Instead of taking the pawn, they will move back to make the rook more active, yeah? The rook on this row had nothing else to do. Alright, so what is our plan from now on? We're gonna try to go with our diagonal climbing silver. They will try to go with the bishop back. And here we will enter the first sub-variation, where we will try to do exact same thing as before. But here we have to consider something, and mainly that is, what's the difference? There are 3 differences compared to the previous video. One is that, well, we are 1 pawn behind. Second is their king is here, not here. And similarly, our king is not here, but here. And you would say, well, that's not a big difference, but we should learn a kind of a proverb in Shogi world. Small difference is a big difference in Shogi. And we will find out today what exactly will go wrong because of it. So they will try to go with the active play, which was the bishop 6-4 attacking our rook. As we know, the correct way to counter that was to move our bishop up as well. We're gonna exchange. And perhaps you can slowly feel that something is wrong in this situation, yeah? They're gonna do that. We're gonna attack anyway. And yeah, if they were to take, we take, they take, we take, that's fine. We exchange the silvers, it's acceptable. But in this case, they're gonna take the silver. And it seems like we're satisfied, yeah? We promoted the pawn. But yeah, I think you can already see it, yeah? Pawn drop to 7 is going to happen. And the problem is, if we do take it, they have a very painful looking move. The rook king fork, yeah? The most painful move possible in Shogi world. This is, of course, a complete loss, yeah? So in this situation, we might consider not taking this pawn. Taking this gold instead. Notice it's not a check because the king is in the center. Our rook will be taken. Well, we take 2 generals for 1 rook, that's acceptable. You would say normally. But notice that their rook is now really strong defender. And even though we drop the silver in front of their king, we cannot really checkmate him. In the meantime, they're gonna sacrifice the token, drop the rook with a check, we're gonna drop the bottom pawn, and rook promotion attacking the gold while taking the knight gives here Gote the advantage. It's hard to say exactly why Gote is winning here. One of the variations I checked with the computer was something like this. But indeed it seems like this king's open, we call it ear, this big diagonal, is always gonna play a big role, and center will be disadvantages until the very end. So with this, we have learned that because our king is off the center, this bishop drop was possible, therefore the same variation is not playable. Center will have to come up with a new plan for this situation, and if you guys wanna continue with Ureshino opening, we're gonna do it on Tuesday, or if you guys will vote for another opening, we're gonna do it somewhere later in our schedule. Well, that's all for today. If you have any comments, any questions and ideas, please leave them below this video, and I will see you next week or on our streams on the weekend on Twitch. Bye bye!